Hey
everybody, welcome back to our channel.
Hey everybody.
Today we're going to be talking about the
Air Doctor.
3500.
3500.
Which I think is on pretty much everybody's feed right now. Our feed is blowing up with everybody using Air Doctors. There's so much promoting about it. Now, we are not promoted. This is not affiliated. We bought this with our own money. And so we just want to really get into it on why we like it, or maybe we don't like it. Mr. B is already out there doing a really crazy test. He's gonna smoke out an entire pump house that we built and see how long it takes for this thing to get it all cleared up. It should go from red to yellow and then finally to blue. So let's see how long it takes. Let's go.
All right, guys. So today we got the Air Doctor 3500. And I just wanted to kind of do a little experiment today. And I want to see how quick this is gonna clear up this room. And it's basically just the pump house. And the pump house is something like, I don't know, 15 feet by 10 feet. I want to see how this is gonna clear up this room. I'm gonna get this level of smoke up to here where it's uncomfortable, and then I'm going to turn this on. And what I'm going to do is I just want to show you guys on the top here. So we're gonna hit the power, and that goes into auto mode, and then I'm gonna do the ion, and that's all automatic. And I'm gonna then set that up, and we're gonna watch it go to work. So blue is when your air is clean, yellow, you know, it's getting dusty, it's getting dirty. And then the red, it's gonna ramp up everything, and it's gonna get it's gonna hopefully get this room really cleared out. The idea is yeah, we're gonna do this, and hopefully we can see what's going on here. Hopefully we can see the smoke coming in, and hopefully from you guys to the unit, the Air Doctor, that we'll be able to see a clear path and things start to clear out. And hopefully the black background gives a really good idea of how quick it's gonna soak up all the smoke and everything. So yeah, so we're gonna get to that, all right? Trained professionals, do not do this at home. I don't know, you don't know really, like, we live with this and we know it works, but like visually, I guess if it does what I think it's gonna do, then I'm just gonna be more stoked. Guys, 31 minutes and we've gone blue. Man, and the air in here is quite nice. Alright, so now that the air is back to being really, really good and breathable, I'm going to show you guys the filters, which filter is which, and you know, see how dirty it is. I cleaned it out prior to this. And so yeah, we will see now what it's like. Let's get into this and let's see what's making this thing work so well. It gives it such high numbers. I'm curious, let's go. So I'm just gonna leave this running so I can show you how easy this is. So that just pops right open. Couple little magnets right here. Like, that's awesome. Okay, so that also then just pops right off. We'll just put that right over here. Boom. And now, so it has these little tabs, one at the top and there's one at the bottom. So we can just pull that, pop this off, and the first thing you see, look at this. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. This was clean prior to. I just blew this all out. You can buy new ones, but most of the time we'll just, for a year, at least we'll just blow them out. Like every month. Look at that. That's crazy. So that the first one is your carbon filter you're seeing right here. This thin little thing. Boom. Oh, is it even catching what's coming off here? All right. So we'll take this off. Boom. Check this out. It's just Velcro. Just Velcro. Ding. We'll just set that there too. Now what we got is this amazing gas trap. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Is that picking up? So it sounds like, or it looks like, you know what? I'll get a light here. And I'm curious is if we can, oh, we can. So check this out. My light's on the other side here. Can you see all those little beads in there? All these little beads in each and every one of these. Boom. This is your gas trap. So that's awesome. So now we're going to set this aside. So we've done the carbon. We've done the gas trap. 3 layers to this thing. Boom. And now we have the VOC filter. This is the thing that's going to get, you know, all your like formaldehyde and organic materials. And that's one of these. Looks pretty standard filter you see most of the time. But we clean this out every month. But again, this was clean when we started. Is that picking up? Looks like it. Look at that. That is dirty. That was white. That was white. Oh, you can kind of see on the edge what it was. So do you see this? This is exactly the same that was right here.
A few moments later.
So there's a lot of reviews, we understand that, on YouTube and other platforms, but we just wanted to do a really thorough one.
So it has 3 levels of light. Blue is what it's doing right now, and it's basically running really lightly, but the sensor's always running. And it's always trying to detect what kind of gas or things are going on. Like, awesome. And then if there's just a little bit, say you start burning something on the stove, it'll kick up and go to yellow. And then the fan starts spinning faster. And it's really bad, you're gonna get red. And it's like, it doesn't like it. So
actually, in the summer when we had our windows open, it was red pretty much all summer.
The pollen CADR that one filters for, it literally, and the sensor picks it up and goes, oh shoot, all right, we're gonna kick that up. So when there's lots of pollen
and the wildfires,
the wildfires, and then just gravel road,
yeah,
that thing's running. It's a workhorse, and it massively just changed like the dust levels and whatnot that you see on things.
Yeah.
So it checks it. So you turn it on, it'll go red, yellow, blue, and then it kicks to where it has to be. So it went right to red, and it's like woo, and it goes from this, and the fans just start going, and it starts clearing out the room, and then out the top. But this is the clean air. The clean air is gonna come out of here. And the fan's going like this, like that. So the air's shooting out on an angle like this. And it's good because it stirs the room. And it's all coming in. It's all coming in around right here. That's where it's going to suck in and come into the filters. And then you got your sensor that's right here on the side. And that's what's going to detect what's going on. So yeah, ran that test.
Do you know how long it took until it went from red to yellow?
Yeah, it was... I had it really smoky.
Yeah.
Really smoky.
Yeah.
So I think I had it like 25 minutes.
So that's like your house is on fire.
Yeah.
Essentially, like your
like
house
your
should
house
not
is
ever
burning,
get that
you're
smoke.
sleeping. This thing's like keeping the whole house clean.
Your house should not ever get this smoky. But we really wanted to put it to an actual extreme test because the worst thing is when you see all these little tiny tests and you're like, okay, but say I burn bread, how long is it going to take? Or say there's a wildfire like only, a few miles away. Then what is it? So we really, really tested it. But why we think this is so important for every homesteader to have is because we all have wood burning stoves, and most of us have
solar.
Have solar.
You're gonna be running solar. I mean, we're running solar. You probably can hear it right now. It's buzzing along here. But yeah, if you got a really heavy duty air purifier, or maybe you're on some kind of other system that's cycling through your house, but to have something like this, it did get the Energy Star, which means it's EPA approved, and it's not going to use much energy. And yeah, it doesn't.
If you have solar, you're going to want something like this because the solars, you can hear the fan running. If you look at the fan on our solar, you'll see that there is little particles in it because of just the coming and going. When you're running a farm, there's tons of dust and all the things. So having something like this is just so important for your own health and just for your equipment's health as well.
So I've noticed since we've had this running and having the solar fans going, it's been a lot cleaner. I've had to blow it out less. Yeah, so it's helped with our lungs, our home, dust on things. You just notice it. You massively notice it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and when you clean it out every month, yeah, that's just satisfying.
You're pretty blown away too.
Oh yeah, every time.
So not only, because we've talked about wildfires, we've talked about pollen, but not only that, it also works for bacteria and viruses.
Yeah.
So I think that's what made this kind of peak, a few years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's what made this peak. Because we took a while to buy one because we've had 3 different air purifiers.
Oh my goodness, yeah, probably the ones that everyone gets,
So we have one in our attic.
It's like the tower.
It's the classic one that's at every Home Depot, every home hardware type store, right? Still a couple $100, wasn't cheap at all, and it's a carbon filter, but it does not even compare. Can't even compare it to the regular ones you buy at.
Yeah, and we buck up and got this one.
So yeah, speaking of bucking up, this one cost us, with taxes and everything, Canadian, it was $800. Right now, it looks like on Amazon you can get for $700. So the price has gone down, which is awesome. This one is the basic, so it doesn't have the app or anything. You can get one with an app for $68 more. And then there's also an even bigger one. Yeah. It's more of a tower style, I think.
5,500. Yeah, and it's basically like a elongated cube.
We have children, and our children help us stoke the fire, because we have a fire that heats our house. And, children aren't perfect at doing fires. And so oftentimes the house gets a little bit smoked out.
Yeah.
You don't even have to, not even a second of worry about that. The minute it starts smoking, you can see it, and it gets sucked right up into this. Yeah. And so doing that big test was it was exaggeration for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you just did a small test in what it's like when our children start a fire.
So they open up the fireplace, and instead of just throwing the log in really quickly, it's open the door wide, play with it a bit, put a log in and put another one in, see if another one fits. And in that time, in ours, we'll get some ash that just comes out and whatnot. And this instantly tells you that that's what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with fireplaces and whatnot, right? I'm pretty sure it's common that a house that runs with a fireplace is going to have ash.
Oh, yeah, it's dry, it's ashy.
Dusty or whatever, right? It's almost like if you're going to have a fireplace now, you're going to have one of these.
Yeah.
It's just transformed the air that's in here.
Yeah. And in general, it's just good for your health. You go outside. We're outside basically all day, as homesteaders and farmers and ranchers are. Yeah. And coming inside, isn't it the worst when it's groggy? It just feels yucky and almost thick.
I agree.
And to have this, you come in, it's like you were outside. There's no change. And it's awesome.
It is.
So I guess that's our final words. It's awesome, so. And I'm sorry to say, but you need this. Even though it's $700, you need this.
Yeah, and you do. You would notice a massive difference. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna right now, it's for $700, but the bigger one that has the way higher ratings, a CADR of what was it?
I can
556. And they say for like pollen CADR and dust CADR and your smoke CADR.
There it is.
They say the max is 400 or 450. This thing's kicking out 556.
But it's a lot more.
Yeah.
So
okay.
we're happy with this one at
We're
700.
happy with this one. I would suggest
if you
though,
have
like,
finances, go for it.
yeah, 100%
sure.
go for it. The thing is with this one is why I want to just rave about it. I don't even have it, but just by looking at the numbers that and studying what this the CADR. So the CADR, I don't know if some may know it, but it's the clean air delivery rate. So how fast it's gonna clean your air and deliver it to you, right? Mm-hmm. Like 400 and 450 is when you look it up. That's the max rating. This thing is clocking out 556. All of them. They're not different. It's literally above the threshold.
That's crazy.
So it's like the square footage, how much fresh air you're going to have. If you had an 1,800 square foot house or 2,000 square foot house, you're going to have fresh air no matter what. I
guarantee it.
I want to guarantee it. Like, just because I know how good this is. Just because I know how good this is. Is this even just a fraction? If that's a fraction of this and just boost it a bit?
Yeah. Again, not sponsored.
Yeah, not. I'm just really stoked on these things and the fresh air we're getting these days.
He is. He's so stoked. Oh, man. When you did that test, you came running in. You're like, this thing actually works so good. So
it was crazy because, like, I don't think the camera really picked it up. I think it just went from foggy to like, clear.
yeah.
But, man, it was just, like, because I was in there when it was really bad, and I came in when it was, like, eh. And then when it was going from transitioning from yellow to blue, and it was like you get smoke, and then when it was blue and blue for 5 minutes, I was just like, this is fresh in here again.
Yeah.
Fresh. Like, sometimes the smoke will it will sit in your walls. Yeah. Maybe sit on your jacket. You'll smell it somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you have a grandparent that still smokes in their house.
Oh, my goodness. Just stick it right by them. You won't even know they're there.
What did you say?
Or give it to them as a gift so
give
that
it to
they
them
have
as a-
healthy lungs.
I love them.
Oh my goodness. So I guess that kind of concludes the review on the Air Doctor 3500.
Sure does.
But click on a different video and let's keep this party going.
We'll see you there, eh?
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.